Hi, this is General J.C. Christian. Before I play the call, I should do a little bit of explaining. The call is to Prince Shannon. He's the head of the right-wing extreme militia group. If you remember, they offered to provide security for the Burn the Koran Day event and then backed out a day later. I sent Prince Shannon an email offering advice on how to recover from this because I see it as it was a terrible misstep on his part. Made them all look kind of like wussies, not real patriots like myself. And as the leader of the American Christian Militia, I think I have some experience that I could offer him. One of the suggestions I made to him was this. I'll read it to you. I'll need photos of you and your men wearing the armor of God, nothing else, just the armor of God. Now, the armor of God is from Ephesians 6 in the Bible. So I can evaluate how well you wear it. Oil up before donning it if you can. It'll help me see the indentations of the armor in your skin. It'll also help me if you shave down there, so I can gauge the codpiece of redemptive anger's fit. I also hope you'll present your staffs of righteousness as rigidly as possible. It's kind of an aesthetic thing I like. Same goes for a bit of lipstick. Adds a little color to all that flesh. That was one of the ideas I sent to him. You can read them all at patriotboy.blogspot.com. Just do a search for Shannon Carson or Prince Shannon, and you should be able to find it. Well, let's get to the call. He responded to my letter by sending me his phone number and saying that he would like to talk to me in person. So here's that call.
Hello?
I'm recording. Hello, is Prince Shannon there?
Yes, this is.
Hi, this is General J.C. Christian. You told me, you said I should call you.
Hi, how are you? Well, I got your email, and also been taking a look at...
You got the pictures together yet, the photos?
No, I want to talk to you about this a little further here, because I don't know, and I've never heard of you before, but I've been taking a look at your site, ever since we got your email, and a lot of traffic is coming over from right-wing extreme from your site.
Oh, okay.
Can you tell me a little bit about you, where you're from, what your goals are, what your beliefs are?
Well,
and who you are?
I'm the commander of the American Christian Militia.
Okay.
We've been around since, probably 1994 or so, 95.
Okay.
We want to take America back. And,
okay.
One of the things we do, we've been mostly just doing a lot of morale building and things like that, and reading up on the internet on all about how this country's going to socialism.
Mm-hmm.
We do a Spartan wrestling thing. Every few weeks. It's where a Christian warrior can show his respect for another Christian warrior,
okay.
and by wrestling in the ancient manner of the our Spartan forefathers.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe you'd be interested in that.
Yeah, probably, yes.
Yeah.
We at Right Wing Extreme, we've taken, after the Templar Knights and,
right.
The Crusades.
I see that you're doing a lot of crusade type of stuff there.
Yeah, that's the theme that we chose. And also with the Templar Knights, it was similar what happened to the Templar Knights as to what's going on here. I couldn't agree more with socialist, Marxist coming into the country and completely destroying it. So,
yeah. Well, I think it's gotten worse since Obama's come in.
Well, sure it has, and it's going to get way worse than what it is now.
It's just horrible. So you like the Crusades, and you hope someday to maybe take back Jerusalem for the Christians, or?
Well, I would absolutely like to do that, but we need to take America back first here.
Oh, yeah.
That's what's got to happen first. The problem is I just got done responding to a forum post on our site from one of our members who's, he says the time is now. I couldn't agree with him more, but the problem is our numbers. It's very difficult for us to get the members in. Now they are, streaming in to right wing especially, but the problem is our numbers. If we had a force of 250,000 plus, I think it could be accomplished because more would join in on that effort.
Well, but
we're not there yet.
The thing is, everybody gets excited about going to war and against the government and taking this country back, but you got to give them something else too to get them to stick with you. That's been my thing with my militia is that it's more than just politics. It's got to become kind of a family thing. We have morale sheep and things like that, events where people can come and just kind of party for a little bit, party in a good, clean, fun Christian way, and get to be family, and it's like our Spartan wrestling is a big part of that. Sometimes we'll hold a revival, as a part of that too. But there's something about you get a group of men together, a group of men who all love the Lord and love the capitalist system and love America, love the America that we want, that used to be. You get them together, and you get them together for a wrestling match, and you get all oiled up and naked, just like our Spartan forefathers did, and wrestle. And you wrestle hard until one man submits. When you drive your hard, rigid shaft of glory deep into his cave of shame. and then that is the bonding moment. That is the moment when the men come together and you become a unit.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. We just teamed up and joined with us a North Florida survival group. They're a militia. They found out about right wing and they joined up with us too.
Yeah. Do they have the ghillie suits? Those ghillie suits like the snipers wear?
Yes.
Oh God, I love those. I love those so much.
Yeah. That's these kind, and they're not a huge group. Right wing's been in existence for about a year, ever since the Department of Homeland Security report came out on right wing extremists. I'm sure you know all about that.
Oh, I read the darn thing. I mean,
I've read it 100 times.
Yeah. I mean, they're saying that good groups like the Arm and the Sword of the Lord are somehow terrorists. But they're good Christian
domestic terrorists.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, domestic terrorists.
Yeah, one thing about those ghillie suits, when you do shoot your pictures, and you do the part where I ask you to shave down there, collect all the clippings, and I make ghillie suits out of those.
Oh yeah, really?
Yeah.
Wow, cool. Well, I'll tell you what. You've asked for photos. We're spread out all across the United States.
Uh-huh.
And our members
well, it's really the
well.
only way I can tell if you're wearing the armor of God, like it says in Ephesians 6.
Well, like I said, we take on, the Crusaders. That's the theme we have, and that's the kind of photos you are going to get from us. The white with the red cross.
Okay. Well, send what you have, and we'll see. We'll see if I can give you any kind of advice to kind of firm up your numbers. Like what we've got going on here.
Yeah, if you can, help us out or support us in any way, that would, so we can get our numbers up, and that's what we're doing. The problem is numbers. I think once our numbers are up, all of us need to get together and have a national meeting somewhere with all of the Christian militia groups in the United States, and there's quite a bit of them, including right wing, including yourself.
Okay. Yeah.
And I think what we need to do is we need to get all of these groups together and set a date and a time and a place that we can have a meeting and decide what our strategy is going to be from here on out.
Like a revival, like a big revival.
A huge revival that that we take this before God And, you know, just like I just responded right before you called here to one of my members, my fear is that people are so pumped up and they're so ready to revolt. I'm trying to restrain them myself so they don't go off by themselves.
Yeah, they don't know how to.
5 or 10.
Yeah, they don't know how to take on armor. You know what you got to do is you get a 22 CCI Stinger in your rifle, and you shoot right straight down the barrel. What that does is it compresses the uranium in the round, and it causes a small nuclear explosion and destroys the tank. People don't know that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I don't know that kind of stuff, you know.
Well, see?
But we need to get together because, you know, right now, to restrain people, I know they're angry. They have every right to be. They're seeing, you know, these socialist, atheist destroy our country and Obama, you know, and half of this stuff hasn't even taken effect yet. I talked about this on a radio show
and
last night.
And you know he's eating babies. You just know he is.
Yes. And, you know, I think on a grander scale of their New World Order goal, you know, here is, I think they're purposely trying to provoke the Christians and the conservatives right now so that, you know, these people jump up, just like the members in our group. I mean, they're ready to go to war.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'm trying to restrain them right now and saying, look, our numbers aren't there, our numbers aren't there. We're trying to get our numbers there to where we do have some clout. But I think what they're trying to do is they're trying, you know, to get, as the Department of Homeland Security calls them, lone wolves, okay?
Yeah.
Out there to make small attacks on federal buildings, attacks on, you know, like police stations and things like that, so that they can further, you know, take away, confiscate the weapons and ammunition, put more socialist, Marxist laws in place, things like the Fairness Doctrine, and shut us down.
We need
to
coordinated
be very careful
attacks
right now.
We need coordinated attacks with large units against those places.
Yeah, you
not
can't
just
just have. And you can't have this. And restraining our men at this point is really important until we have a clear direction and something clear that we're going to do. We know this is going to happen, okay? We all know this is going to happen. The problem is, you know, how it's going to go down. And, you know, as far as the Department of Homeland Security is you know, concerned, they are trying to provoke people to do it right now. I'm trying to restrain them for now.
Yep. Well,
and so we don't fall into their plan. That's exactly what they want to do.
Well, let me know. Let me know when we get this revival together. I've got to go now. A couple of the guys are fighting over the morale sheet, but stay in touch, okay? And send me those photos.
I will do that, and I will support you guys and hope you support us as well.
You bet. Thank you.
Thank you. God bless.